Hello everyone, we have started 7th chapter in geography of unit number 5 of class 10 NCERT, that is lifelines of national economy. In that we have studied some part of this chapter in our previous videos. In that we have studied, we use different kind of materials and services in our daily life. Then we have seen the map, one figure, that is a means of transport. In that we have seen land transport, water transport and air transport. Then in transport we have studied some part of roadways. In that we have studied importance of roadways. Now today we will move towards the next part in this roadways, that is classification of roadways. In India, roads are classified in the following 6 classes according to their capacity. Look at the map of national highways and find out about the significant role played by these roads. First, we will see, that is Golden Quadrilateral Superhighways. The government has launched a major road development project linking Delhi, Kolkata, Chennai and Mumbai. See here, we will see in that map Delhi, then Kolkata, then Chennai, Mumbai, then again to Delhi, and Delhi by 6-lane superhighways. The north south corridors linking Srinagar, that is in Jammu and Kashmir, and Kanyakumari in Tamil Nadu. See here, this is the corridor, that is north south corridor. In the same way, east west corridor connecting Silchar, that is in Assam, and Porbandar in Gujarat are part of this project. See here, Silchar, and here it is in Porbandar. Corridors in India. The major objective of these super highways is to reduce the time and distance between the mega cities of India. These highways projects are being implemented by the National Highway Authority of India, that is NHAI. We will move towards the next highway, that is national highways. National highways link extreme part of the country. These are the primary road system and are laid and maintained by the Central Public Works Department, that is CPWD. A number of major national highways run in north-south and east-west direction. The historical Sher Shah Suri Marg is called National Highway number 1 between Delhi and Amritsar. See here, we see here the National Highway number 1, that is from Delhi to Amritsar. Then again one image I have provided you, that is figure number 7.2, Ahmedabad Vadodara Expressway. This is one national highway. Do you know that national highway number 7 is the longest and traverses 2369 km between Varanasi and Kanyakumari via Jabalpur, Nagpur, Hyderabad, Bangalore and Madurai. I will show you in that map. That start from Varanasi, Here the Varanasi is there. Varanasi to Kanyakumari. Just a bit. Here via Jabalpur, Nagpur, Hyderabad, Bengaluru and Madurai, Delhi and Mumbai are connected by the National Highway number 8, while National Highway number 15 covers most of Rajasthan. We will move towards the third highway, that is state highways. State highways are roads linking a state capital with a different district headquarters are known as state highways. I will show you in the map. See here, we will see from Mumbai to Chennai, then Mumbai to Ahmedabad. These are the state highways. These roads are constructed and maintained by the State Public Work Department, that is PWD, in state and union territories. We will move towards the next, that is fourth type, that is district road. These roads connect the district headquarters with the other places of the district. These roads are maintained by the Jilla Parishad. Next, fifth one, other roads. Rural roads which link rural areas and villages with the towns are classified under this category. These roads received special impetus under the Padma Pradhan Mantri Gramin Sadak Yojana. Under this scheme, special provisions are made so that every village in the country is linked to the major town in the country by an all-season motorable roads. See here, we can see in state of Maharashtra, in Mumbai to from Mumbai to Sholapur is there. Then we can see in the villages of Sholapur. Then we can see in the villages of Ratnagiri. These are constructed. Now we will move towards the next, that is border roads. Apart from these border roads organization, a government of India undertaking constructs and maintains road in the bordering areas of the country. This organization was established in 1960 for the development of the roads and strategic importance in the northern and northeastern border areas. These roads are improved accessibility in areas of difficult terrain and have helped in economic development of these areas. Roads can be classified on the basis of type of material used for their construction, such as metal and unmetal roads. Metal roads may be made up of cement, concrete, or even bituminous of coal. Therefore, there are other weather roads. Unmetal roads go out of these in the rainy season. Now we will move towards the next, that is road density. The length of a road per 100 square kilometer area is known as density of road. Distribution of a road is not uniform in the country. Density of all roads varies from only 12.14 km in Jammu and Kashmir to 517.77 km in Kerala. I have provided these values as per 2011 with national average of 1042.68 km. Road transportation in India faces a number of problems, keeping in view the volume of traffic and passengers. The road network is inadequate. About half of the roads are unmetalled, and this limits their usage during the rainy season. The national highways in inadequate too. Moreover, the roadways are highly congested in cities, and most of the bridges and culverts are old and narrow. However, in recent years, fast development of a road network has taken place in different parts of the country. Today, we have learned that different types of classes of roadways. Near about we have seen 6 classes, and we have studied about road density. Please student, this question is for your homework. Please pause the video and write the question, and also write the answer, and please send it on our WhatsApp group. I hope you will write the answer. If you have any query, you can tell your queries, we will solve it. Thank you.